Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How you all doing? Hope everybody's happy and safe and healthy and sane and hanging in there.
Soon to be freezing.
Friday, soon to be freezing. It is a Knockem comedy radio show right here on govsradio.com, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club here in Levittown. Right here, govsradio.com, on your Apple TV, your Roku, your Fire Stick, your smart TVs, on the Boxcast app. We on TV! On your social media. And, of course, YouTube and our website. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Maureen. Yes, it is going to be not cold today.
Freezing. Yeah, it's
Tomorrow.
starting tonight. Yeah, but it's starting later on tonight into tomorrow.
Right, later on tonight, like as in...
We need to put the heat on
but
tonight.
But we're already in bed.
Yeah, but it's going to be like 38 degrees at 3 in the morning.
I heard there would be the possibility of snow.
Not bad, though. Like,
not accumulations, yeah.
No, because it's just going to be 38. It's going to be like maybe some snowflakes. But, New England might get clobbered.
Who?
New England.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
well,
Maine.
I did hear I believe it's the first, if it does snow, it'll be the first recorded the first record of snow in May since they started keeping record.
Really?
I thought I read that. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's because of the polar vortex. I had to look that up. I didn't know what
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I read that too.
We should actually look at each other's notes before the show.
No, I think, well, yes, we do a little
sometimes
bit. We do a little bit. But sometimes we don't go over everything because we're busy.
What did you find?
Well, it's funny you mentioned the polar vortex because this Saturday, tomorrow, it will be 20 degrees warmer in Alaska than it will be here on Long Island.
Yeah, see,
craziness.
You're all talking environment. I was going to bring up Santa, because the polar.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, I know the polar vortex. It's like the North Pole usually has that weather, and every once in a while, because I guess it's upper winds that accumulate, and it makes it just like freezing, and then every once in a while it kind of deviates, and that's why the Northeast is getting it. So it's Santa.
All right, so we weren't the other way around. You got old geeky, like you normally do. It's
Santa.
the accumulating winds that flow in the Northeast and in the New England area at 15 miles an hour.
Well, it's interesting.
Well, the phone's ringing.
It's Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, okay.
It'd be cool if it was a hoe calling. You're live with the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hello, Tony. Hello, Sallie.
Hey, how are you?
DJ D-Love.
How you guys are doing?
We are doing okay, pal. How about yourself?
I'm just doing PTO. I'm just doing great myself, too.
Great. How you doing, Sallie?
I'm good. You should get extra blankets on your bed, D-Love. It's going to be really cold tonight.
Oh, I love the coldness. Come on now, guys. I love the cold.
It's going to be freezing.
You just want to snuggle with Dorian. That's what you're talking about.
That's right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Any plans this weekend? Any DJ D-Love jams in the backyard or something?
Nope, not really. Nope, not really. Nope.
All right.
Just chilling and watching the Price is Right.
Chilling and watching The Price is Right. Wow. With Drew Carey?
Yep.
Is he funny?
Yeah, he's funny. I like him. He's a pretty cool dude.
He's a cool dude. All right. DJ D-Love approves of Drew Carey. All right. You got a song for us to start our weekend?
Oh, I got a great song for you guys this weekend. Oh, boy.
Can't wait.
Do you want guys want to hear it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, hold a second. I just made a song up about the weekend. Here we go. Okay, here it goes. I'm not doing nothing because I'm locked up. Don't let me out because I'm in the virus. Oh, yeah. I can't go nowhere because I just can't go nowhere right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. And I'm not going nowhere. Just staying home. Oh, yeah. Just staying home.
Very good. It's like the everyone's song for 2020.
What do you call that one? Just staying home?
Yep, staying home.
Oh yeah. That's my DJ D Love background vocal. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Benny Rizzuti's watching.
All right, well, thank you, DJ D Love, as always, for the great tunes. And have yourself a great weekend doing nothing. And we'll talk to you next week.
Like I said, you guys have a good weekend too. I'll see you guys. Talk to you guys on Monday.
Thank you,
Thanks,
pal.
D-Love.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, you hung up on him.
Oh, okay.
We didn't get his farewell.
Bobby's watching. Ken Pichel's watching. Susan Perillo's watching. Judy Schmidt's watching.
Hi, guys. Chris Hannigan. Al Brown.
Lou Pratt's watching.
Yep.
I miss you, Lou.
See, he's probably going to call back now because you hung up on him before he could say booyah deuces.
Not if I don't put the telephone on.
Oh, see, now you were talking about Santa when he called. You're not really in the Christmas spirit here. That's bad.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
You mentioned Bobby Inns. Hope you guys enjoyed Limo Talk with Graz last night. Bobby Inns, have you seen his hair? It's almost as long as yours.
No way, really?
No.
Does his hair grow down or
It is growing, though.
grow
'cause
up like yours?
Nobody's getting a haircut. No, nobody's hair grows like mine. Mine just kind of went like this and that. And yeah. I'm happy to be bald. But yeah, Bobby Inns is... he looks like a rock star.
Oh, does he?
Taz is watching. If you guys don't check out Taz, well, then you're missing out. Taz is a very, very talented cartoonist. That's how I'm going to label it, because I don't know if she does any other types of drawing or art. But
Yeah, I wonder what they call it these days. I mean, that
which,
was like
believe me, and I
50
mean that.
years ago, but what do they call it now?
Well, I mean it in the highest of compliments, because I actually wanted to be a cartoonist when I was growing up. So, and you see how where that went. So I see somebody like Taz, and I'm completely in awe.
In awe.
Although was it yesterday, or the day before? She drew a picture of Eric in the shower.
Oh,
And
really?
the drawing
I
was
missed
great,
that one.
but just Eric in the shower is just disturbing. But yeah, and she drew his boobies. They were like all the way down here.
Did you get the chocolate chips?
No, well, I don't think anybody has seen the chocolate chips except for us lucky people. Eric has moles all over his body, so he looks like a giant chocolate chip cookie.
He does. Like I remember Sal bringing that up, and he was like, "Oh, because he calls him Chippy or something." And I was like, "Why do you always call him Chippy?" And then one time, Eric had his shirt off, and he looks just like a chocolate chip.
Ken Pichel, hey kids, have a great day and weekend. Heading out in a bit here, enjoying a day off. My UK colleagues have a bank holiday, so I decided to partake and take a day myself.
Well, we will miss you, Ken, but we absolutely understand. Have a great time and give April a hug.
I don't understand.
That's why I cut in really fast, because I knew you'd make him feel bad, and I wanted to stop it.
Does he work for a UK company that they're getting a day off? Today is VE Day.
VE?
VE Day, Victory Day in England. It's 75 years ago today that they declared victory in World War II.
Oh.
Bald is beautiful, says Felix. Is he hitting on me again?
Maybe.
So maybe I guess Ken Pichel is just going to celebrate that. I guess.
Right. That's nice. Kind of like a 4th of July celebration.
There's a radio station in England called Lime. I think it's actually an internet radio station like ours. Our friend Amy Rhiannon Worth did a VE special today, noon their time. It was on, and it was fantastic. LIM. I think there might be an E at the end. I'll have to get the address out. Maybe I'll look for the link later and share it. Amy did a super job. She played a lot of wartime music.
Well, yeah,
songs from
World
back
War
then.
II music back then.
Yeah, over there, that type of music, but not
Yeah,
that
like
song.
Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman.
Ethel
I like to say
Merman
that
sang
name.
show tunes.
Yeah, well, they're kind of like that, like the songs that she sings, Amy. They're like all, show tuney.
It's definitely not like that.
It's definitely not like that at all. Sorry, Amy.
I don't know what that even was.
I have to do a disclaimer. Amy does not look or sound anything close to that.
We have comedian, DJ, and super hell of a nice guy, Joey Petroni, calling in a little bit. Joey is fantastic. He is so scary looking.
Scary looking?
Well, not ugly, but he's got long hair. He's got leather jacket. He's got the
I
sunglasses.
think he looks cool.
Easy does it there.
It's not scary looking.
Easy does it. Yeah, you think he looks cool? Well, yeah, he definitely looks cool. But you see him and you're like, ooh, I bet if I get in this guy's way, he's gonna hit me.
No.
And then he turns
I
out
don't
to be
get
the
that.
nicest guy you'll ever meet in your life.
It's so nice.
Looking forward to talking to him. He's been very charitable with his time throughout this Corona crap. Crapid-19. Crapvid-19. So we're going to talk to him in a little bit.
That'll be fun.
So, got some crazy stuff going on, speaking of Corona.
You do?
Well, yeah, here's one thing we did discuss that's on our list today.
Okay.
As if this Corona crap was not bad enough. Well, let's see. All right, hang on. Let's see. Hey, Jeff, Bobby, Danielle, Taz, Felix, Chris, Benny. Oh. Tony's drawing when my son was born. What I do, Alan? Did I draw you something for when your son was born? I don't even remember. Alan, as I mentioned before, Alan and I used to work at Publishers Clearinghouse, and I used to make comic books of all of us.
Oh, that's funny. I could see you doing
all,
that.
all of us guys who work together.
You draw very well.
And it, well, thanks. But it's not stuff that, it was a little off color.
Yeah, I bet it was.
A little politically incorrect, but it was fun. We even made T-shirts up one year of all of our faces that I drew. Yeah, it was. I really used to enjoy drawing a lot, but
I've seen some of your off-color stuff.
Yeah, some of it's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, good, but
No, bad.
no, really funny. Yeah.
Really, I've showed you stuff.
Well, you've drawn stuff I don't know.
Oh, I've drawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Peanuts with Charlie Brown and Lucy, and Snoopy and stuff. I've seen
Olive and Popeye blow me down.
Yeah. There's been I think I saw one. It was like Lucy going down on Snoopy or something. I'm like, what?
What
the what?
Maybe on Charlie Brown, never on Snoopy. No, definitely not.
I think I have it.
All right, I'll bet you a quarter.
All right.
See, now he's going to yell at you for hanging up on him.
Oh, seriously?
I don't know if it's him or not. I have no idea.
I'm gonna
Just
kill him.
answer the
I'm
phone.
gonna kill him.
You're live on the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
I scared him.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello there, Tony. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you something, guys.
Yep. Go
I
ahead.
forgot to tell you something, guys. I forgot to tell you. Look on my cousin's page. I made something yesterday. It's for the frontline services.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Okay, we'll check it out. Everybody, check it out.
And yeah, you can post it on Gov's Radio also.
I will. I'll share it on the page later on today.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it.
You got it, buddy.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Have a good weekend, guys.
You too. Booyah deuces.
Bye, deuces.
Nice. There you go. See, now he's all happy.
I know. I think he feels like I yelled at him.
I
feel
know.
bad.
Did you realize when we did hear it was him? You went ah. That's a good way to get people to call in.
Oh, look at Alan.
Look at Alan.
He posted it on your page.
What happened?
He posted the picture on his page, on your page.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. And if he doesn't let you borrow his hair, it's a good thing. Your beard will continue to grow. That way you can just grow it long and comb it directly over your face to the back of your head. All right, Andrew. I could always grow the beard this way and then bring it like that.
Yeah, you didn't have great hair, I have to say.
No, I did not have good hair. Susan Perillo loves long hair. She actually said something that didn't have Eric's name on it. She's also asking Taz, what kind of art do you do? Check out my friend Mike Stenko Instagram. All right. Taz, do you do any other art other than cartooning? I mean, and again, if it's just cartooning, that's great because that's all I was. I was an art major, but all I can do is draw. And pen and pencils, and that's it. Like Charcoal I couldn't do, but I couldn't
quick,
paint.
like you
I couldn't do
you
anything.
can really put something together really quick.
Yeah, I can draw fast too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I failed art. I failed college because I couldn't do anything else in art. And my dream was just to have my own comic strip, which I should have. I wish I kind of took that a little further, but Tony is the Bob Ross of Knockem Death.
I know, I saw that too. That was funny.
Happy. I draw happy boobies.
Yeah.
Okay. So we thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Taz is the Taz of Govs. Yes, absolutely. She's the Taz of Govs. Taz is the Taz.
Did you hear about Elon Musk?
Say his first name again?
Elon.
Elon.
I think, right? Don't you say Elon?
I thought you said Eline.
Elion?
Yeah.
You lying about Elion.
What about him?
Well, him and his wife had a baby.
Wow, congratulations.
And most of his residence is in California. Like, he's got a couple of, 3 properties in California. But in California, when you have a baby, their state constitution is you could only use the 26 letters of the alphabet, which doesn't sound like, they're asking too much. But
how dare they have a law that states you must use letters to name your kid?
But Elon...
Taking away our freedoms.
He wants to name his child... I don't know if you saw this. It's, here, I'll try to put it up on the board. He wants to name him X, and then it's like AE together. I'm not even sure what that is. And then A-12. And that he wants that to be the child's name. Let's see if I can,
How would you even, pronounce that?
Well,
X
I don't
equals
even know.
A-12. Come here. That's a lot.
Yeah, what did,
What would the nickname
what did
be?
Prince do when he had did he just always go by formerly known as Prince, or
The artist formerly known as Prince. Some people. I remember what show was it? A talk show or something, where they didn't say anything. They just held up a sign with that symbol. Ladies and gentlemen.
What did he want people to say? What did Prince
I don't
want
even
people
know.
to say? Did he ever
Well,
say?
Some people just started calling him the artist. Some people took the letters. The artist formerly known as Prince. They started calling him Tafcap. The artist formerly known as Tafcap. But luckily, he went back to Prince.
All right. So let me show you this. This is wild.
So what would he nickname this kid? A or 12?
Minus or
minus.
They're going to be you're negative, I guess.
What a great name for a kid growing up.
Do that.
Minus.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got there?
All right. So here's.
Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, I'm going to make it. Let me see. Where'd it go?
You don't know what you're doing up there.
Yeah, I do.
There
All
it
right.
is.
So that is going to be his name. And so I was looking at it because, I don't know.
Does this, when you put the A and the E together, does that have a name?
Well, that's what I didn't know because, I've never seen that in any formula I've done. X is always the unknown. X is the unknown. When
X is 10.
When you're doing algebra, you're doing, the unknown. You have to find the unknown. It's always A squared plus B squared equals...
Oh, nickname them the Fonz.
Yeah. So you have to find the unknown. So that's that. And that's the only thing I got. So I had to look up everything else. So the A kind of E, he said that it means really AI. So I don't know why he just didn't say AI, artificial intelligence. And then he said AI in Japan translates to love. So then it's getting a little less weird. So it's just the unknown.
Yeah, but
love.
You're gonna call a boy love, lovey, lovey.
Their love child.
I mean, it's one thing to call a woman, it's usually a pet name.
Hi, love.
Yeah, but now you got to call it. This poor kid is gonna get beat up in school.
Well, then it gets worse.
Oh, there's more to this?
Yeah, because then the A-12. I'm like, what the heck is that?
What the heck is that?
And that actually is just the number, the name on their favorite aircraft.
What?
Yeah, just a plane, an airplane.
So A minus, excuse me, A minus 12 is like...
yeah, it's not a math equation. It's, which I thought it was.
Like, I think I'm going to take... Maybe today I'll take out the 747. No, I think I'll take the A minus 12. Like that kind of number on an airplane?
Yeah, like it's that type of like brand of an airplane.
Like it's some kind of jet?
Like a car.
Cessna?
Like, for example, like a car. You could have like a BMW, but it's the whatever number.
BMW CRX or whatever. I'm not a car guy.
Yeah, exactly like that. So it's the A12, and they said it's because it doesn't carry bombs. There's no destruction in this airplane. It's just merely for speed. So it's speed. That's why they picked A minus 12.
Well,
so
I
it's
have a
the
great...
unknown, love, and speed.
The unknown love of speed. I'm going to name my kid BMX because I love bicycles.
Yeah.
Schwinn. Schwinn.
So they're having a
Schwinn
hard time.
Walker.
And then, so I don't know what they're going to do. Anyone hear about this?
So this is his name on his birth certificate, and they're just going to call him Bob.
They won't even let them put it on the birth certificate, so they're going to have to come up with something else.
California wouldn't let them put this.
No, because the state constitution in California refuses to have, anything other than letters.
But it doesn't say. But this article doesn't say what they put on the birth certificate.
No. I think they're figuring it out because he was just born.
I
Like
thought-
you have a few days to like sometimes
Well, true.
when I used to work at Children's Hospital, like some kids just didn't have a name for a while, and then
Baby.
you'd make them pick a name before they left. But
He must be crazy.
who said that?
Andrew Fremder said that. Hello, Kathleen Heffy.
Yeah, did anyone hear about this but me? I just read it off of CNN. Yeah.
Oh, Taz also does realistic stuff. Prince did that to make music. If he made music, Sony would have control. He was trying to get out of his contract. Right. Remember then he had Slave, shaved out of his hair? Slave on the side of his head. Some sort of algebra problem, yeah. Oh, now Bobby N says he knows Stanko too. Oh, wow. Small world. Hello, Stephanie Vives Thornton. Thank you, everybody, for hanging with us. So, I thought Zoe Bowie was bad, but look at this. Oh, what's his name? I think we may have talked about this before. What's his name? Penn and Teller. Penn Jillette.
Yeah, is that the guy who doesn't talk
No,
or the
Penn
other
Jillette's
guy?
the tall guy who's into porn. He,
Ew. And it's the little guy who doesn't talk?
yeah, but he recently started talking. He was on a show and he started talking.
Does
to
he
him.
just not talk? I'm sorry, I know you're talking about the other guy, but I've always been kind of fascinated about the little guy who doesn't talk. Does he talk in, like, at his house, or he just is
He talks in real
muted?
life. That was just his
Well,
act.
some
was
people
to
take,
not
like,
to
a
talk.
vow of silence, and they never talk, so.
Well, like Harpo Marx. That was just the act.
Yeah, so it's just the act.
Yes.
All right. Well, how convenient. Like, I'm going to be on stage.
Well, he didn't just stand there. He did things.
Oh, okay. All right, so what about the big guy in porn?
Penn Jillette. Look that up. Look up what Penn Jillette named the names of his kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You won't believe it.
How do you spell his name?
Penn, and then
E-E-N-N.
and then Gillette, like the razor.
Oh, really?
No, I'm lying.
Oh.
Gillette, like the razor. Do you need me
How
to
do you
spell
spell
it?
Gillette? G-E-L, right?
Gil.
Oh, that's where I went wrong.
ETTE.
I'm a horrible speller.
Yeah.
You'd think it would just pop right up. You sure it's right?
Bet you a quarter.
It says Penn Gillette with a J. I want a quarter. All right, so what about him?
Oh. The names of his kids.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look.
Oh, is it there
It was
already?
right there.
All right. Where?
Scroll up.
You mean down?
Moxie
Oh,
crime
Moxie.
fighter Gillette. Zoltan Penn Gillette. Moxie crime fighter Gillette.
Is Moxie a girl?
I think so. I'm not positive. Middle name crime fighter.
Maybe it's a boy.
You sexist pig. Why can't a crime fighter be a woman? Have you never heard of Wonder Woman?
Yeah, it is a daughter.
You all right over there? now you're
Yeah,
Penn and Teller. Now
yeah.
you're a
Oh,
teller.
yeah.
You weren't saying anything.
So anyway, so yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Well, we were going to talk about the coronavirus before
Joey
DJ
Petroni.
before DJ D Love called.
Oh.
How it's just getting. There's good news. There's bad news. There's still craziness going on.
Call him in anyway.
What's the matter?
I was going to change the screen, but it's like already almost 11:30, so I was going to call Joey kind of soon anyway.
Oh, you're calling him?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. And you're FaceTiming?
Yeah.
Ah. So
I'm.
So, all right, good news first. Missouri will be allowing residents to attend live concerts, live events, according to the Show Me Strong guidelines, which I don't know what that is. But large events and gatherings are no longer banned, but in order to go to a concert, movie theater, or stadium, seating shall be spaced out according to social distance requirements. So let's hear from Missouri. Hopefully they're doing the right thing. Hopefully nobody else is getting sick while they get back to normal and they let some live performers do their job. So all you comedians, all you musicians, head on over to Missouri.
Yeah.
It's going to be
For the weekend.
It's going to be a lot of cars heading over to Missouri. So that's great news. All right, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think about things reopening. The talk is starting to come. Looks like May 15th there is going to be some kind of start to reopening things in New York, and even Jones Beach, Jones Beach Theater. If you're not from this area, Jones Beach is probably the biggest beach we have on Long Island. Very popular, very famous beach. And they have an amphitheater there. Probably holds 30,000 maybe. And all the big time concerts are there during the summer, and they have a great concert season. Even they have said, as far as they know, it's business as usual for the 2020 season over there. Some acts have taken it upon themselves to either cancel or postpone, but they're saying they're still moving forward. So I'm just curious what people think about that. Mark David Hirschman, a great comedian who plays governors here, he posted on Facebook that a friend of his who works in an emergency room of a local hospital told him that it's a COVID ghost town in this person's ER. We are seeing COVID patients, but it's a trickle. If people are smart, we can track and test. We can get to some level of normal soon. Now, again, that's just Mark's post. I have no facts to back that up. I have no names. I don't have a name of a hospital. I'm just going by what he posted.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I was thinking, I always picture the middle of New York City for COVID. But who knows? Maybe they're in Missouri or something.
Well, it says local hospital.
Oh, good. Okay, well that makes me feel better.
And Mark is right here. In fact, he lives right down the block, as a matter of fact,
nice.
from here.
Well, good.
So, if we can remain smart and safe, can we move forward? What do you guys think? Can we get going? But then on the other end of this, there's still craziness that's coming out. There's a report that we just read that they're finding coronavirus. What was it? China, I think it was. China did a study where they found 16% of the men they tested had COVID in their sperm.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No more sex.
That's a hard situation.
Oh man, I should have saw that coming.
So, you just had a plan. As long as it's not full of COVID.
That's great.
And, of course, we have all the fallout with Governor Cuomo. He was doing so well. He was a rock star, man. Even other states were looking at him for info, for hope. And then he comes out and says, we may need to reimagine education technology, where he has this reimagine education technology plan where he's working with Bill Gates, where this online classes crap or could be the norm.
Yeah,
or at least half the time or something. Yeah, this guy, I personally think, I know there's been, a lot of opposition, but I personally feel he was handling things not perfectly, but very, very well. But prior to this, he's always seemed to have some kind of pet peeve with education. That's one thing he hasn't handled well as our governor. And this just kind of takes it up another notch. It's a little crazy, I say.
Yeah, I could tell you my kids are not a fan of the online classes. I mean, they're doing it and they're doing everything they can, but they don't like it. They really don't like it. I mean, because that's the thing. Like the thing about schools, especially like elementary school, like all the way through high school, it's the socialization aspect of growth that you want as well with your kids, not just whether they can do formulas or not. So I have a hard time picturing that. Anyway, are you done? Are you going to call Joey, or you got other stuff first?
Hello, Joe Staz. I've been wondering, we haven't heard from two people in a while, the coronavirus and Michael the joke explainer.
They
Jeff
already said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he called on Sally's birthday. Yeah, Jones Beach is the filthiest beach on the planet. Oh, okay. But he's right. The coronavirus, when it was first really making headway in the world, used to call here. We would get those exclusives. We'd have exclusive conversations with the coronavirus himself. And you're right. He has not called. Jeff is right. He hasn't called in a while.
Are you making fun of Jeff?
No, I'm saying he's right. The coronavirus hasn't called here in a while.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
What?
What?
I don't. What? Why? How am I making fun of Jeff by agreeing with him?
Because you're making fun of him.
What are you talking about?
Poor Jeff. He's working. He's going to work every single day.
Are you trying to tell me that Jeff was the guy calling us the coronavirus? Because that would be completely incorrect. Is that what you thought?
No.
So then how am I making fun of him?
I don't know.
I don't know what she's talking about. All right. Is it a comedy show or CNN? Sorry, Andrew, if you don't like it. We talk about everything here, and we like to engage you guys and spark conversations and hear what you guys have to say about anything. We joke around about stuff. We do get serious sometimes. We cover a variety of topics. We do a lot of laughing here, but sometimes we don't.
Maybe more times.
I think we laugh more than we don't.
Oh,
but
okay, all right.
Sorry. I know some people feel the need to criticize.
Yeah, and that's actually not true. Andrew said at least there's no more school bullying. Like, I think kids get bullied more on online than they do in person. So it probably only make that worse.
All right, Susan, you're agreeing with Andrew. All right, well, sorry.
All right. Well, I'm going to call Joey.
The need to say these things, I don't get it. It does. It bothers me. I don't get it.
All right. So Joey gave me his phone number, but I'm just going to FaceTime him.
We're going to be talking about COVID with Joey too. So if that's all right with you, because Joey's been doing a lot.
Oop.
He's been donating a lot of his time to help some people out.
Let's see. All right, I'm going to do this.
So Sallie is calling comedian and DJ and radio host himself, Joey Petroni. Great guy. All right.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I was just going to do that.
Hello.
Graz, you're going to have to wait, pal. Sorry.
Hey, Joey, how
Hello.
are you?
Hey, how are you, Sallie?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, how's this? I know you gave me your phone number, but it's just easier to just go through FaceTime.
Yeah, I would never really. I don't think I did a FaceTime video before. This is cool.
I know. So you're like when you sit in the studio and you're on the there's a big TV behind me. So you're on the big
Right.
TV. Let's see. Maybe I could even do that. No, what's better? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for the short notice of of this. Normally we try to get someone like days before, and I just totally forgot. It was like last night, and I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot to ask someone to call in. And I'm like, Joey, you'll do it. It was funny because like an hour before we just finished watching the video that you made of vacuuming your couch, and I thought that was like funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going stir crazy at my house.
That's great. Yeah, with the I love the the 80s sitcom in the Petroni house, and I love that outside shot of your house, by the way, Joey. That's a beautiful shot of your home.
Hey, if you're gonna put up a video of your house, you might as well get the best one around.
Yeah, so you haven't heard any complaints from the people who really do own that house?
Not yet, no.
Well, explain.
I'm not even sure who owns that house.
Well, it's a great shot. Well, it's an aerial shot of the Petroni, 80s sitcom, of the house. So.
That's
All right.
right.
I just wanted you to explain for people that haven't seen it.
And that's your wife, your girlfriend in there with you?
That's my wife.
Your wife.
My wife and I are we're both stuck in the house with 3 kids.
Oh boy.
How old are your kids?
Well, one was supposed to graduate high school. One is 17.
Wow. I feel bad for the kids this year that are graduating. How are they dealing with it?
They gave us a sign for the front lawn that says "Congratulations, graduate." That's about all we got so far.
Wow.
They're doing okay. They're still sleeping. They're up all night. They're up to like 3 or 4 in the morning watching TV. Watching.
Yeah. What's the ages of your kids? You've got like a senior, and what are the other ages?
I have a 17, a 15, and a 13.
Yeah, like I don't have a 13-year-old, but they're like ours are all around the same age. And seriously, well, I went to sleep at 2:30. I'm like, you what? Like, go to sleep. Yeah, it's driving me crazy.
Right.
But I asked about your wife though because she does she have an acting background or something? I think she's fantastic in these videos.
Yeah.
Not at all.
She's just used to yelling at you and is really
what
good.
What the hell are you doing? It's so funny.
My wife actually was on an episode of Divorce Court with me about about 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
We went out to L.A. We went on Divorce Court. I got to put that up on Facebook because it's pretty funny.
Who's the judge for Divorce Court? I don't remember anymore.
Oh man!
Was it that old man with the white hair?
No, very pretty black woman. I forget her name. Judge.
Okay.
I forget.
What were you guys doing on the show?
Getting divorced.
Well, we actually. I mean, you guys probably fight behind the scenes too. We were always fighting. I mean, if I could take my phone right now and show you the inside of my shed. I got a bed in my shed.
Smart.
We fight all the time, and I guess about 10 years ago we were fighting all the time, and I'm not even sure. Somebody contacted me, and somehow I got on Divorce Court. I don't remember exactly how, but we flew out to LA and we did an episode of Divorce Court, and one of the biggest things that we had was I bought a ventriloquist puppet for $1,200.
So that's what she was complaining about.
Well, the truth is, as dumb as it sounds and as staged as it sounds, is that we have 2 girls, and my wife wanted to get a bunk bed for them, and I was going to build one to save money, and then I turn around and I come home with a ventriloquist puppet for $1,200, handmade.
It's so funny. And when you're buying it, it just makes sense to you while you're doing it.
Well, I look at all that type of stuff as entertainment, like a write-off kind of thing, because I have a DJ business and I was using the puppet at DJ gigs, I was using, but then what happened with the puppet is that it scared the hell out of the kids.
Oh, funny. Then they wouldn't go to bed in the bunk beds.
I should get the puppet. He's in a suitcase.
Yes.
Go get him.
What happened was I was bringing them to communions, and I figured I'd keep the kids busy while the parents were eating food and stuff like that. I had all the kids sit down on the dance floor, and I'd bring out the puppet, and be like 1 or 2 kids that just start screaming. It backfired.
That's so funny.
That's great.
So now this...
Yeah, get him. I
tried using them.
Is that a problem?
All right, hang on.
Is that all right?
No, yeah, hang on.
What's his name?
Roger.
Roger. You should get a, like
Hold this and give me your phone for a second.
$1,200. You should.
He's handmade.
You should have a puppet that looks like you with the long hair and the glasses, like a mini me. That would be cool.
I can always throw a wig on him, you know.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, he is a little scary.
Whose communion is it? Whose communion is it? Can you do? Hey, Tony, can you do this?
I can do that with my leg.
It's nice to be here. Nice to be here.
When was the last time you? When was the last time you were out of your case there, Roger?
He's out.
I'm out all the time on Christmas. I come out as an elf.
You know, he doesn't look that scary.
A
I
little
gotta
bit.
say, a little bit. Okay.
He kind of has the.
Yeah.
He kind of has like a little bit of a horror movie, fun horror movie thing until I kill you when you enter my house thing going. But that's all right. Some people like that.
I used to bring him on. I used to bring him on the stage a lot. You actually can get yourself into trouble with a ventriloquist puppet.
You can what? You can
You
what?
could get yourself into a lot of trouble with a puppet.
You would get yourself into. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, especially around kids, man. You got to be careful.
Well, my wife and I went out on a karaoke night, and we went out and we were singing karaoke in a bar. And I went out to my car and I grabbed him out of the trunk, and I brought him in. I started using the puppet. There was a guy fighting with his wife at the bar, and they were arguing. So I came over with the puppet and I said,
Hey, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Come on, leave her alone.
and the next thing you know, I had everybody in the bar cracking up.
That's so great.
But what happened was the guy wanted to smash my puppet because he thought I was making fun of him.
Why did he look like that? Like, did he look like the puppet?
No, I had everybody laughing at him.
Yeah, it's funny too. It's like I remember like one time I read like instead of like hiring a therapist, just every time you're having a fight with your person, just use like helium balloons and suck up the helium into your mouth and like state your case with like helium voice, and like everyone will just like laugh and get over it because it's always just stupid stuff, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There was a movie. What About Bob? I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bill Murray.
And he used a pup. I think who's the guy in there?
Oh yeah, the guy from Jaws.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yep.
Yeah, he used a puppet to get through to his daughter. Him and his daughter had fights, and they used a puppet to.
Yeah.
Let me get a close up just quickly, Joe, before you put him down. Can we just get another close up of him, of Roger?
Sure.
Because Felix.
I had
Felix is.
I had Roger on the stage. At the
Oh,
brokerage.
did you?
Yeah, Felix has pointed out that it looks like Eric a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. It's a little too thin, but it does look like Eric. Wow. Look at that face. That's great. Wow, $1,200 for your own handmade puppet.
I didn't realize like how expensive puppets were. Like even just, furry ones are expensive. It really is. It surprises me sometimes.
Yeah, it was handmade, and the guy who made it, I don't think they're in business anymore, but they were so. What happened was, it's actually a lot more than $1,200. Someone ordered it, and I got a discount because they put the down payment on it. And they never picked it up, so I got like $500 off it.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, and who just wrote? So Taz wrote, "It looks like my dad's puppet." So like, I guess like a lot of people have had to go through this in their family.
So
Well, you know what?
Go ahead.
Well, when my kids were little, we had birthday parties at the house, and I used to bring them out in the backyard. Next thing you know, half the neighborhood's not talking to us anymore.
Well, it's a good plan if you hate your neighbors.
They drive by and say that the guy that lives in that house plays with puppets. Man, keep going.
The puppet house. Stay away from the puppet house. That's classic. So you bought that for $1,200. You ended up on divorce court fighting about that. You guys actually talked. And did Roger make an appearance on divorce court?
Yes, he did. I actually flew to L.A. with him in a suitcase, and then went through the X-ray machine. I had to open it up.
Oh, that's
Wow.
funny.
It was pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I thought it was like
he
a
did make an
body or
appearance.
something.
That's cool. Oh, you got to post
Yeah,
that. I
I
want
had
to
a-
see that.
The divorce court episode. I got to put it up on Facebook. It's really pretty good.
Now I see. Speaking of TV
At
shows,
that time,
go ahead, Joey. Sorry.
I was going to say, at that time, we weren't really getting divorced. We were just fighting a lot. You know, the kids were little, and I bought the puppet. And I guess one of the casting producers I was talking with at the time thought that would be be funny. And I said, well, we're not getting divorced. She's like, don't worry, we'll end it nicely. I said, okay.
Oh, you mean so not everybody that appeared on the show got divorced? I didn't know that. I didn't watch it that much.
Not all the time. You know, I think the judge would help couples out. You know,
Oh, that's nice. That's good. You guys had a happy ending. I like it.
It ended happily.
until the '80s sitcom. What the hell are you doing? But speaking of TV shows, I saw you posted that you posted a photo of yourself on Rachel Ray, and we saw that Joey Cole is actually watching, so that's funny. But what was that about? Were you featured on the show in some way?
I was. I got to find out too. I was on Rachel Ray. What happened was, at that time, you know, I was going to get a haircut and shave and all that kind of stuff. And they were doing like a makeover show.
Ah.
And I was in the audience, and there was like a couple of guys showing what kind of haircuts I could get and all that kind of stuff. So it was a makeover show. So I was in the audience with my wife talking about different ways to look respectful when you're a dad.
You weren't willing to get the makeover though?
I took their advice, and I was going to figure out what I wanted to do, and I never got my hair cut.
Wow. Would you feel it would like take away your strength or something, right?
Yeah, like Sinbad.
I don't even know. I just didn't like the haircuts they were. I mean, I personally
Yeah, they
didn't
all
like
look the
haircuts.
same. I've seen those shows. They
my
all kind
wife-
of look the same.
My wife liked the haircuts. I didn't like them.
When was the last time you had short hair?
When I got married,
Oh yeah. Wow.
I could show you a picture of my wedding if you want. Hang on. Let me see if I can find my wedding picture.
It's show and tell today with Joey Petroni.
Oh, this is fun.
Well, this is. Let me turn this camera around. How do you turn the camera around?
You got to hit the flip
You're on it.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where the wedding picture belongs. Right between those, right there, right above the couch. But it's sitting over here.
Someone got mad.
Well, we should be talking to Joey's wife today.
I know,
think.
right? Where's she?
Hey, look at that! Wow, I would never recognize you. Look
Oh,
at
wait,
that.
let me get on the larger
Yeah,
picture.
hold it there, Joey, for a second.
Hold it for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, that's a great shot. But yeah, I would never recognize you. Wow.
We got married at the Riviera. You know the Riviera, Massapequa, by you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right on the water there. Nice place.
Nice place.
Wow.
The people at the Riviera, whenever I go in there, because I DJ, they still remember us because of my mother-in-law.
Oh, really? Wait,
I
what?
don't know if we should ask. End up back on divorce court.
What happened was my wife stepped on the mud for the pictures or whatever, and her heels of her shoes got dirty, and my mother-in-law went nuts.
Oh, wow. So she
Anyway.
yelled at the restaurant because your wife stepped in mud?
Yeah, it was everybody else's fault. You know.
They're trying to get like the veal parmesan correct, and like now they have to worry about like mud out in the parking lot.
All right, so Joey, you, I know when the virus first, really, when the quarantine really first took effect, you were out there, man, doing your thing, delivering food and helping people out. You still doing that?
Well, it kind of backfired on me, Tony.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know that. What do you mean? Are we allowed to talk about it?
Well, no, I could talk about it. It backfired. Okay. I wasn't making any money doing that. I was helping out some friends of the family.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't think you were making money. We just thought you were like helping out the world like you always do.
Right.
I was out there helping. I kind of backed off a little bit because what happened was, I'd go into these stores and I'd be getting in trouble by the manager. I'd be buying vegetables. It's only 2 bags of vegetables per customer. And I'd be like, all right, so I guess, my uncle's not going to get, my uncle's 80 years old. He lives over in Copac. I said, I guess my uncle's not going to have vegetables this week. What am I going to do? So you can't split orders, and I was buying too much water. I was walking out.
Oh,
I was walking out of Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get arrested. I'm walking out of Stop and Shop with like 4 cases of water. I had to put 2 back and get refunded. So I'll help people when they really, really need help, but I'm not going to go out of my way and help people who can find help elsewhere, because I was spending my whole entire day shopping at all different stores, because the managers of these stores would see me walk in. They'd kind of like watch what I'm buying, and it was weird, man. It's very weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's crazy.
You're trying to help people. Next thing you know, you stand online getting a refund because you bought too much water. So,
with that,
I feel like I was.
and they tell you, they do nothing but tell you, try to, stay, don't, if you have to help a loved one, like like when the quarantine first started, they were really accenting the fact, if you have a parent or someone who's by themselves can't take care of themselves, go ahead and go see them and help them. Otherwise, try to stay home. And like you said, they limited what you could buy and stuff. But yeah, in that kind of situation, what are you going to do? You got to prove that you got an uncle who's by himself and needs help? I mean, that's just insane.
They wouldn't let me split the order. I was trying to split orders. I was doing like 3 at once. But I was spending my whole day in supermarkets. I'm going to wind up getting the coronavirus.
Which, that's what I was going to bring up. Like, here you are nice enough to,
sacrificing
put yourself in a situation where you could have a higher risk of getting it, and then you're getting a hard time for helping people. That's awful. Sorry, Joey.
So, but then how do other people do it then? If they got to help their mother, they got to go get something at the store to bring to their 80-year-old mother. I mean,
I guess kind of what you're doing. Like, we'll go... Like, I'll go food shopping one day, but then if you have to help your mom out, you'll go to the store on your way to visit her.
I know, but you should have showed them your videos. I mean, the videos are out there of you, showing up at people's houses with food.
Yeah,
should have showed them the videos. This is what I'm doing, fucko.
Make them feel bad.
Yeah, make them feel bad, yeah.
Wow. In the beginning, it was fun. In the beginning, it was fun going out there. It was getting me out of the house, Sure. And then I realized I'm taking more and more of a risk for myself. And the people that I was helping, they appreciated it, and they didn't need me all the time. They have family members. I was just going out of my way helping people out.
Which was super, by the way, super.
My uncle in Copeg is by himself, great guy, and I help him once or twice a week. He emails me a list of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I'll keep it simple. It's a family member. I'm only going to help family members for now.
Okay, all right. Well, and that's still super of you, but. Well, on behalf of everybody, I'll thank you for what you were doing in the beginning. It's a shame they shut you down, man.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I bet.
And then you gotta go in. It's like one roll of toilet paper per customer. So it's like I go outside, I put my hair up in a hat, and go back in as a different customer, buy another roll of toilet paper. I had all these different disguises in my truck.
Can you imagine?
I actually did that. One day I did that. I went back in like 3 times. I changed my appearance 3 times.
And it worked?
Yeah, it did work. Yeah, I went on different lines,
Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, I would love to see that. That's great. All right. Well, in the meantime, you're still doing your show, right?
Which the Joey Petroni show, it's on and off. I was doing it on Zoom, but
right.
Yeah, I got to do another episode. I did it last time. I had technical difficulties. I don't know if you saw it. It was pretty funny. The guy was trying to talk, and it was cutting him out. So I got to get more technical with some of the stuff.
Yeah, we're all kind of learning on the fly here how to work this stuff.
Yeah, and when a problem happens, the thing is like everyone feels for you because it happened to them yesterday. Yeah. It's tough, starting to do this stuff for the first time.
But you But the show on GBB, that's on hold during this time, or was that, or what you were zooming on, was that
show?
going on? Are you still doing your show on GBB or no?
That's on hold right now.
Yeah, that was my question. Right, okay.
Yeah. WGBB is on hold, so but I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm a DJ, so I got all my DJ equipment here. You see it?
Yeah.
So I basically have my DJ stuff set up here. So what I do, today's Friday, right?
Yep.
So tonight I'll open my windows and I'll play music. I'll DJ from like 8 to 10 tonight, and the neighbors will text me requests.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's great. That's so fun.
So they ousted you because of Roger, but now you're back in good graces because you're playing music for them. That works.
Yeah, well, the immediate neighbors, that I don't even know if they know I have Roger, but the neighbors that saw Roger were the ones we invited here for a birthday party, and I brought Roger out, and half the kids started screaming, crying. They're like,
That's so funny.
That's
great.
funny.
And that's cool. That's
if it was, I was going to say, if it was Elmo, I'm sure I would have had a different response. But
Yeah,
I guess an
right.
old man with gray hair.
well, yeah. Then your luck would continue. Then you then get sued for using Elmo. So that's cool though. You're playing the music for the neighbors. That's really cool.
Yeah, you get one or two that will complain or whatever, but
who
I'm
cares?
done by 10. I'm done. And then you know what? If they complain, I close the windows. My wife and I sitting here and sing all night, drinking a bottle of wine.
There you go. I like to hear that too. That's great stuff. So that's great. So you're keeping a positive vibe going. You're staying positive. You're smiling. You're still having a good time in the midst of all this, and that's admirable, man. I really hats off to you, man, for keeping us smiling and keeping it going during this time. What are your feelings? You think what do you think in this this time? As a DJ, as a performer, right? You're feeling it like everybody else. You think
I lost a lot of money. I don't know if you know, but I'm not doing any more landscaping.
I remember hearing that.
I'm landscaping my own house, and they said work from home. So the first week, I cut my lawn like 50 times.
and you vacuumed the couch.
My neighbor's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm working from home, pal." But
good luck collecting the bill for that.
Yeah, no. I as far I just got a text. I was supposed to DJ a communion tomorrow. I just got the woman's like, obviously it's canceled. I'm like, yeah, don't worry.
Right.
But I lost a lot of DJ jobs. This is communion season, and they'll reschedule. I'm sure I'll make it up. And a lot of people are in worse shape than me, and I always look at it that way. I'm like,
sure.
at least I have my head above water still.
Right. And you have to,
and also
keep a healthy frame of mind.
You also have to think to yourself that you're lucky enough not to have the coronavirus, and you're not in the hospital. You're not in bad shape, because you look at it that way, and you don't really give a shit about losing DJ jobs.
Right.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
what
right.
we're doing too. We just have to remind ourselves that. But it's good advice.
But I just hope karma, for a guy like you that's just a super guy and trying to help other people. I hope the karma comes back around so that when things do get back to normal, your phone will be ringing like crazy with gigs and jobs, so that it all kind of comes full circle, man. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
We're as we all are hopeful that it comes back together very soon, man.
Yeah, I hope so, man. But being stuck in the house with my wife and my kids, we're home last night. I was making meatloaf, and I substitute a lot because we didn't, and my wife walks in, she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm making
I
meatloaf.
didn't hear her say that.
Well, yeah, because we've heard it. That's the next episode of the '80s sitcom.
I'm gonna have to make an episode. I'll reenact it, but I'm making meatloaf. I'm substituting. It says you can substitute with whatever you want. So I was using bananas, and she's like, "That's."
That's crazy. Well, how did it come out? Did it just add moisture to it? Like, what did it do?
It tasted like an Italian banana bread.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm the only one that ate it.
Really?
Chugger!
No one would even see. That's why, like, every time I cook anything, I'm like, get out of the kitchen, because then everyone has a comment, and then no one wants to eat it because there might be like one piece of spinach and something. I'm like, get the hell out of the kitchen.
You're like the Little Rascals. You'll throw a shoe in there or something, and Joey doesn't know what I'm talking about. You're not a Little Rascals guy?
Yeah. Yes, I do know the Little Rascals. Yep.
Oh, you just didn't laugh. I'm picking up.
No. When you said that, Tony, I got a text that went right across the screen on here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that happens to us too. Like, we'll right in the middle of something else, and like something will come in the middle of the screen, and you miss it. But anyway, like really,
Tony said Little Rascals, and someone texted at the same time. I'm sorry.
I was saying that you're like that Little Rascals episode where they're baking the cake. You'll just throw like a shoe or something in there, and then the cake. Remember the cake?
Yes. Yep.
So that's all I had. It wasn't even worth repeating. So all right. So Joey Petroni, we thank you for your time, pal, and hope you and your wife don't kill each other. Hope you get that picture back up on the wall. And we'll And we look forward to a lot great more funny videos and just lots of positivity from you. So thank you, pal, as always, for everything.
Thank you so much. Always great to see your face.
Thank you.
And let us know when you're doing the Zoom again, and we'll share it on Govs Radio.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, thank you. That'd be very
absolutely.
cool. Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks a lot,
All right,
Joey.
Thanks, Joey.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Joey Petroni, ladies and gentlemen, great comedian, hell of a nice guy. There you go. All right, I'll just do the quick announcements and we'll get out of here. All right, so Governors Comedy Radio would like to thank all of you for choosing Govs Radio to watch during quarantine. Now is a great time to show your favorite show some love and enter to win a free pass to Governors Comedy Club. Go to teespring.com, scroll down to the search bar, type in Govs Radio. This will bring you to our store where you can purchase T-shirts, mugs, and more for every show on our station. You'll get the Govs logo right there, maybe your favorite radio show over there. Lots of great stuff there. And you could win pass to Governors, of course, when the club is back open. And speaking of the club being back open, I should have had this ready. Bear with me. Speaking of the club being back open, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the club being back open, we'd like to thank our listeners, old and new, and remind you all that all 3 Governors Comedy Clubs will open as soon as the guidelines from the government allow us to. In the meantime, we have cleaned and sanitized each club and put measures in place such as paper menus, social distancing of tables, and reduced capacity to assure the safety of our employees and guests. Right now, we are in a pandemic. People and businesses are dying until they reopen fully. And even after that, it's going to take some time. We should be embracing all Long Island businesses that we know. Are open and struggling. If you are one of those businesses, please leave a message with hours of operation and specific instructions like curbside deliveries or website orders on our email. Please email us here on Facebook or govsradio@optimum.net, or you can contact us through our website. If you're a local business, we'd like to help support you. But, of course, you can email us, too, if you have any suggestions, comments, questions, anything you'd like to talk about, any of those ways that you can contact us. And speaking quickly, I'll just say it real quick. Don't forget One with Life Tequila, organic tequila, New York-owned business. They have all sorts of promotions going on in May. And you can find their organic tequila at Grata do Fuoco. Sorry, I know I'm getting that wrong. That's down in Long Beach. They have takeout and to-go cocktails over there, so support your local businesses. One with Life Organic Tequila. We thank them for advertising with us. And I think that's all I got for now. We have other stuff. I wanted to talk about Adele. All these people are flipping out over her weight loss.
Well, she'll still be thin on Monday.
This Sunday is Mother's Day. Hope you guys can celebrate with your mom. Hope you guys can get creative and send her something. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I got to send something over to my mother.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, probably. All right. So everybody hope you get to enjoy your Mother's Day on Monday. Hope you all have a great weekend. Hope you stay healthy, stay sane, stay happy, stay safe. So tomorrow's crazy weather. Sunday's
the middle
going to be nice.
of the night's going to be cold, so put your heat back on for tonight so people don't get sick in the morning.
And what about Sunday? Does it get nice again or what?
Yeah, I think after Sunday it's back to normal.
All right. Everybody have a great weekend. Today is Friday, so don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock. 2 p.m. today. Who's on Quarantine Life today? Do we know?
Yes, it is Tom.
Tom Galati, that's right. Tom Galati of Cars and Comedy with Tom Galati. 2 o'clock, Quarantine Life. Don't forget our Friday night, Quarantine Life at 8 o'clock with Mandy Jones and her husband. And, of course, 9:15, we have the Domestic Disturbance podcast with Carla, Mike, and Tim. And then tomorrow, there's no new day tomorrow, right?
Well, it's a new
It's
day,
an old
but-
day.
Yeah,
It's a bad
They'll
day.
be back May 23rd.
It's a bad day because there's no new day. But don't forget, is Cars and Comedy on tomorrow? No, he was on last week, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he's not on tomorrow. But don't forget, Pasusu, Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with our pal Don Sill tomorrow night at 7:30. Always a great show. You will not be disappointed. So check that out at 7. Keep it locked at govsradio.com. All the great shows here. Sallie and I will be